there, one and all, and welcome along to the season finale of season number 1, episode number 23 for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, here with our Team Chaseliner, my team, career mode. And yeah, like I said, it is the finale. Been a long season, been a good season, but we're going to get out there and we're going to do the best we can. Oh, excuse me, around Abu Dhabi. There is the facility at the moment. You can see it's all looking a bit all over the place, as we would say. You'll have to excuse the green screen. I have no idea why it's doing that. I can only think it must be something to do with the light, because the sun's just gone in. But you can see that everything's looking good from that standpoint. We need 3 million to rehire Tatiana next season.
Here, we can spend any
I think then we can certainly purchase level 2 media coaching, get some better answers there. So Jackie's on level 2 all over the shop, as you would expect. You love to see. I know Jason will get an absolute joy out of hearing that one. Think I don't remember, Jason? Take a look at the championship, and Charles Leclerc practically has the championship in his hands now. Excuse me. From Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, Jackie there in P6. Then Carlos Sainz, Alex Albon, Daniel Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, your top 10. In the constructors, Mercedes are running away with it for Ferrari close behind, followed by Red Bull. Chaseliner and McLaren go into the last race tied on P4. Then Racing Point, Renault, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Williams, Haas, with George Russell, Roman Grosjean and Tatiana Calderon yet to score. An unfortunate situation, but unfortunate nonetheless. So let's skip through everything here. See what we can and can't do. Looks like we're up to 5.5 million in the bank, and we're ready to go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So let's see, what can we do facility-wise? Facility. Well, we can't buy anything there. Although we could get control electronics durability. That'll be ready after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So we'll gladly take that. And then probably when we've done all the practice programs, we'll probably get the opposite number in. You would hope. But like I said, that being said, we're going to get practiced, we are going to get qualified, and then we will see you guys on the other side of this for what should be a rather exciting season finale of season 1 at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
It's the final chapter of the season then here at the spectacular Yas Marina circuit. It's a race where the pole sitter failed to finish in 3 of the first 4 events. A front row start here is by no means a guarantee of victory, so we go into battle once more as we get underway at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The Yas Marina circuit, just over 3.4 miles long with 21 corners and 2 very long back straights. There are 2 DRS zones going into the heavy braking zones of both turn 8 and turn 11 and offer plenty of potential for overtaking. The circuit comes with its fair share of tricky corners as well, in particular 15, 16 and 17, which will certainly test a driver's braking management. And so, for one final time this season, Anthony Davidson joins me in the commentary box.
It's been another great year of racing, but let's not look back just yet. We've still got one more Grand Prix ahead of us. Some of these drivers don't know if they'll be in the sport next year or how competitive their car might be even if they are. So this is a race where every driver should be striving to make the most of it.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Perez, Daniel Kvyat, and Gasly, Midas, Bottas, Stroll, and Max Verstappen. Magnussen, Albon, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Daniel Ricciardo and Giovinazzi, Sainz, Grosjean, Kimi Raikkonen and Nicholas Latifi, Russell, Ocon, Norris and Tatiana Calderon. And now it's time to head
It's been
down
a
to
long
the...
season, but let's try to end it on a high note.
Well, I actually agree with that. Let's end the season on a high note here. It's P7 for Jackie. You saw a load of engine penalties towards the end there. An absolute ton of engine penalties. I'm starting to lose my voice. That's never good when I'm starting to lose the voice. But you see there, the strategy is for a one-stop, softs onto the mediums. There's going to be no getting around that, unfortunately. Abu Dhabi is a boring race, a very boring race, as a matter of fact. But that being said, let's go and end the season on a high, shall we? And let's try and win ourselves the season finale. Or at least attempt to, anyway. And for the final time this season, it's lights out and away we go. And Jackie did get a decent start. She can go down into turn number 1 side by side with one of the Alpha Tauris. Oh, I tell you what, them top 4 are already pulling out a gap as she pushes her way past into P5. Yes, please, thank you very much. We'll be seeing you two later. She got past those 2 Alpha Tauris. Didn't want them in the way as we got the 2 Ferraris up there, Leclerc, Vettel. I believe that's looked like Ricard Hamilton. And I do believe that's Sergio Perez in front of her. We'll head down the back straight here. Oh, it's all kicking off there. But Leclerc leads from Vettel. There is Hamilton. Look at that action behind between the 2 Alpha Tauris and Valtteri. I believe that's Valtteri Bottas back there. As Jackie gives the curves, all sorts of mullering through turns 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, and now up to turn 10. This chicane, all through practice, was giving us absolute nightmares. And I don't want them nightmares anymore. There goes Leclerc. I do believe that is, yes, it is Sergio Perez in front of us, not Lance Stroll. So Hamilton's P3, but Leclerc leads this race. Leclerc doesn't have to win this race, but it wouldn't be bad if he did win this race. As we head around this horrible hotel section, you've got Kvyat and Gasly. We've got Bottas in close centres. Bottas has got to come through the field here to try and win this Grand Prix somehow. But going forward, there's Lewis Hamilton. He's one of the championship contenders still, but with a 22-point gap, it's not looking very good. And whoa, with that engine failure, it's looking even worse. Perez is being held up. Excuse me. Now we may have to give that position back. Unless we don't, because Perez got stuck behind Lewis Hamilton. They're telling us we can keep it, so fair play there. Lewis Hamilton out the session, and that will bring out the safety car. That will bring out the safety car. So you know what we're going to do, Jackie? We're going to pit now. This worked around Kota. Let's do it now. We're not going to get on the soft tyres. They're not good, so we're going to have to go on the hards. Other teams may get the soft tyres on, no problem, but for us, it is going to have to be the hard tyre, I'm afraid. I know you don't want to hear those words, but we've got no choice in that as we see the Mercedes pit box for about the 27th time this season. And there she goes through this stupid pit lane. So she's got the hards on. What's Vettel got on? He's got the mediums. So he thinks he can make the mediums go to the end. I don't know about that. Honestly, I don't know about that. So we'll get to lap number 4 for the restart here. Charles Leclerc is still the leader. Again, doesn't have to win this race. There's Charles Leclerc, but he's through the last corner, and there he goes. He's off with one of the Alpha Tauris behind him. In fact, both of the Alpha Tauris. No. Sorry, it's one of the Alpha Tauris. I don't know which one that is. There's Bottas. Through the field here we go. There's Tatiana. I think that's Tatiana. Yes, is it Tatiana? I think it was Tatiana. Now, what's Max Verstappen doing here? Max Verstappen's trying to go past Jackie here. Did Verstappen pit during that section? I think he did. Ooh, we're not having that. Oh, we've got pushed wide. We got pushed wide. We've got one of the Renaults up us. That's Danny Ricciardo. Oh, that was a bit naughty on Max's part as we give Max the treatment back. Yeah, there you go. I thought we'd think he was stupid late dive bomb, but oh, how about free wide? Almost free wide down into turn 10. We're going to be swapping places here with this Verstappen character all race long, I think, and down the inside of turn 10. Oh, she may have assaulted the cone a little bit there. Get Ricciardo through there. Lovely. Yes, Ricciardo moves off position as well. That'll teach Verstappen to fuck with us, won't it? So we're now on lap number 6 here of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We're right behind Sebastian Vettel because Tatiana is doing a mischief here. She's holding the field up, but and with no DRS yet either, which I do find right. Mind you, DRS will probably be activated on the next lap. But up at the front here, oh, that was a bit loose there. Was that Danny Kvyat? It certainly was Danny Kvyat. And Valtteri Bottas is going to have easy prey here. He's up in the P2 and he sees Charles Leclerc in front of him. Oh, that's not good, folks. Mind you, Leclerc, I don't think Leclerc cares, because as long as Leclerc gets something, he'll win this Grand Prix. That's all he really needs to worry about, if you ask me. But Sebastian Vettel is all over Jackie Tatiana's rear end, because Tatiana is literally doing a mischief. Although I think it was Jackie that passed Sebastian. Yes, it was Jackie passing Sebastian. And that might come back and bite you in the rear end, girl, because Sebastian wants the outside of turn 1. That's not going to work. Tatiana's in front of her. Oh, she pushed Sebastian wide. And now Ricciardo's trying to come through again. Ricciardo can't get around the outside of turn 2. No way. So we got one of the Alpha Tauris there. Is that Gasly and Perez? It is Gasly and Perez. That's going to be lovely. See down the back straight here out of turn 6. Go get you some, lads. So Tatiana's there. There's Jackie. There's Ricciardo, Verstappen, Vettel, Perez, Gasly. Who's got DRS there? Both have got DRS on everyone here. So we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a DRS train going at the moment. Ooh, I tell you what, it's getting a bit punchy now. As we go to, who is this? This is in P4. That's Kevin Magnussen in P4. Some of these guys haven't pitted yet, as Alex Albon goes to the outside of turn 7. And that is going to be, I think, for P4. Yes, it is. Although Albon got a bit loose and Magnussen's going to stay there. You got one of the McLarens next to him. I think that's Carlos Sainz. 3 wide down the back straight to turn 10, and I think Carlos Sainz has just picked all their pockets. Excellent racing there from both of them. As Danny Kvyat's woes continue, he's about to be passed by Sergio Perez. I think he's going to be for P3. We'll see if that actually does happen, and indeed it will. I think. Where is he's still there? There he is. You saw his right front tyre. And Perez up into P3. Now what's Tatiana doing? Tatiana is doing Tatiana things here. And she is in P9. She may be P10, sorry. She may be P9 in a second. Go get you some, girl. Go on. We've seen that work before. Yay! Tatiana with a mega move. You'll love to see it. Now we move forward onto lap number 8 here, and Danny Ricciardo is all over Jackie's rear end. It's going to be P2. Everyone's starting to pit. Oh, Ricciardo! Oh no, Ricciardo's gone around, and oh man alive, what is going on here? He's coming back on the track. I don't know what on earth happened there. So now we move on to lap number 9, and Jackie's found herself in the lead of the Grand Prix here, which is good. Because it means there's some big points on offer. But how long will she stay there? This is the question that we're going to be asking everybody. Excuse me, so feel free to pay attention as we see Lando Norris. Yes, Lando Norris go past George Russell. That's for P8. What have we got here? We've got Danny Kvyat, who has pitted now, and he's got Alex Albon all over his rear end, and Alex Albon should be getting past the other Honda team here. You'd think he would, and he's going to, I think, yes, with the great speed, P12 for the Thai Brit driver. Meanwhile, Here comes trouble. Verstappen is piling on the pressure. Will he have a go at round the outside of Jackie into turn 10? He's having to think about it. Yes, he is. The crowd are on their feet. They're on their feet, but Jackie's going to be steadfast in that defence, and she's going to keep P1 for the moment. And we say for the moment because it could literally change in the blink of an eye. We're now fast forwarding onto lap number 10, and this is just going to be lap after lap after lap after lap of constant pressure. And she has got to be up to the task of that pressure, because if not, then she's in a lot of trouble. Now, someone who's been going along very quietly is Roman Grosjean here. He's made his stop already, folks. He's in P6. So Grosjean, if he is retiring at the end of the season, could be bound out as well. He's P7 now because Giovinazzi's got around the outside of him. As we move on to the start of lap number 11 here, Verstappen's making a pounce again at turn 1. Oh, Jackie's got to be steadfast here. Oh, she's got to do really steadfast in there. Oh, I tell you what, any more of that, and it could get personal, as I think Vettel's got past Verstappen. And Vettel poses a much different threat here. We've got Pierre Gasly sneaking up on everyone here, folks, and Gasly's has made his stop. Gasly's in P5. Don't rule Gasly out for a podium here in the final race of the season. This is going to be a race and a half here. Bottas, though, Bottas is only down in P11 and Leclerc's in front of him. So he's got to get past George Russell here, and that should be an easy job. He has got P11. Now he's got to get after Charles Leclerc and see if he can get Charles Leclerc. But Sebastian Vettel is not the car we wanted to see behind Jackie. In fact, it was the worst car we wanted to see behind Jackie. And here we go. Go for the inside move. That's not smart. It's very unsmart as well. There might have been a bit of contact. Oh, just a tiny bit of contact. Let's see here. Charles, he's all over her back end. No, this is still going on. What is he doing? He's outbroke himself! Oh, and he's outbroke himself and broke his wing. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Well, he's pitted now. And look at this. I'll tell you what, we're going to be predicting a top 3 that you didn't think would be happening today. Because we have got Jackie in P1, then Verstappen, Gasly. So Perez, Gasly and Giovinazzi. If you predicted that top 5, folks, then you win. I don't know what you win, but you win something. As we see Alex Albon. Is that Alex? Yes, he's passing George Russell now for P11. So that's that move done. Meanwhile, start of lap number 13. And Verstappen wants some more. Verstappen wants some more. Oh, God almighty. Oh, Jackie, just let it go, darling. But she won't. She wants to sign off this season in style. And she wants 4 victories on the season to follow up Spain. Oh, she's really pushing Verstappen wide. Oh, look at them! Look at them teeth marks out the side of out the front wing there. As Verstappen gets very loose. He got absolute mega loose there. As we start on the final lap of the Grand Prix here. I think she's fine, but we'll soon see. She's got a nice bit of a gap to Sebastian Vettel here, but it's not a lot of a gap. Let's be quite honest with you. As here's where Sebastian Vettel's ended up. He had to pit for a new wing because of his own stupid error. He's passing Nicholas Latifi for P20. Well, that'll serve him right, I'm afraid. He gets no sympathy. There's George Russell. He's about to have Danny Kvyat pass him for P11. He's back into P11. So close to a point he can sniff it. He is so close to a point he can sniff it and then get his season off, which meant Tatiana was the only car that didn't score any points. But I tell you what, she's going to hold on here, and hold on by the skin of her teeth, I think, unless something absolutely stupid happens going through the final corner. And here she goes, out of turn, whatever it is, and she's going to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix! 4 victories on the season. That's what you love to see. Lando Norris driver of the day, but get in there, my girl. Get in.
It's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, And our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. Victory today then, but bittersweet emotions, I'm sure, as the championship slips through their fingers. Even so, what a fantastic final race of the season this was. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
Here comes your
she told me she had a new celebration here. What's she doing? Are you allowed your phone on the podium? Well, she took it up there anyway. That'll appear on Instagram later, probably. It's the spraying of the champagne. She is the sprayer. And while she is the sprayer, someone better crew up Chris Jericho for me.
After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick Lando Norris. He lived up to every inch of his reputation today, and I think he'll be going home, quite rightly, a bit proud of himself.
The Constructors' Championship may be a foregone conclusion at the moment, but regardless, let's look at the standings. It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, we can't wait for the next one either, which will be Friday, folks, the start of season number 2. Oh, you love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Jackie wins from Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez P3, Pierre Gasly, what a race. Giovinazzi P5, Roman Grosjean his first point of the season if he does retire. Well, he's bowed out in style. Lando Norris on the back of the grid to P7, Charles Leclerc, world champion, and P8, Valtteri Bottas P9, Alex Albon P10. Then Kvyat, George Russell so close. Where did Tatiana finish? P19. Less said about that, the better. You beat Sebastian Vettel. That's all we can say, really. Mind you, mainly because Sebastian Vettel had to pit for a new wing because of his own dumbass driving. Let's go see Claire, shall we? There we go. I think I figured out what the problem was as far as the natural light was concerned. But as far as Jackie was concerned, there was no competition for her today. Although it was an absolute storming finish, I think you'll all agree about there. It does mean that Team Chaseliner will take P4 in the constructors. I think. Hopefully they will after that power unit thing. I don't think Jackie struggled through the traffic today. Do you all think she struggled through the traffic today? I don't think she struggled at all. She had so much more grip at the right time.
You performed better than last weekend.
The fact that we won, I would say that. You may be able to hear why. It's raining outside. That's where all the lights gone.
We all underestimated you, didn't we?
You did all, but you're allowed one mistake. However, you underestimate the team. Never underestimate this team.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Thank you very much. How did we do then, girls? Well, we did absolutely exceptional. Jackie's now up to level 12 acclaim. Tatiana stays where she is, but level 14 is ours with a combined 40% acclaim boost. That is the sort of stuff you like seeing all the time. Cannot tell you how much you like seeing that stuff. We had a few deductions, but 7.59 million in the bank. That is what you love to see. Right then, folks, it looks like I'm going to do a press interview with Will Buxton before we move on. But first of all, we need to renegotiate our contract with Tatiana. Now, I'm definitely going to renegotiate her for Season 2. Absolutely, there is no denying that. We're going to make her a medium risk offer of 3 million. Let's see if she will accept that. I hope she will. Absolutely. So we got her on the 3 million contract. Brilliant. So, I'll tell you now, we're definitely keeping her for season, 2? It's up to you guys whether we keep her for season 3. Or do we go after another teammate who perhaps push Jackie to her limits and get Team Chaseliner to the next level that it needs to be. But, for now, what are we going to do? Well, we are going to take... Well, there's not a lot we can take, really. We haven't attended an esports event this year. Do you think we go attend an esports event? Yes, let's have Jackie and Tatiana and me show up there, because they all want to see me. Who doesn't want to see this face? All the rest of them here, though, are pretty pants, if I'm being honest. We'll take the chassis equipment upgrade, and I think we'll take the sim training. Keep Tatiana happy. So yeah. We'll do all of that, I think. Anyway, but I think the time's come now. We'll advance the time forward. We'll get all of that for that, and we've got a press interview with Will Buxton. Now we're going to do this press interview, and then we're going to call it a day before we end the season. So yeah. It's been a good first season. I better have all the right answers prepared here. Otherwise, there could be some eruptions within the team, I think.
Thanks so much for the invitation to your HQ. Let's have a little chat about the team's performance this season. You've managed to get your team into a good position. How long do you think it will be before you can challenge the big three?
Well, what do you mean by that comment? Mind you, to be fair, I think we overachieved finishing P4. I think we absolutely overachieved. Still a lot of work to do, though.
You seem to be stuck in the mid-tier at the moment. Are you happy here, or will you be aiming to challenge the top teams in the near future?
Well, anyone that says they're happy in the mid-tier is lying. I'm certainly not happy. With the support of Zinetto, though, we're going to get the top 3. No problem.
Isn't it safe to say you focused heavily on driver development?
Absolutely. We plugged a hell of a lot into Tatiana this year. I don't think we got all of Tatiana's best, if we're being completely honest. But we need to take care of these drivers.
You've got one of the top teams in the Constructors' Championship. What's your secret to scoring those points?
Well, I think the secret behind it has been Jackie's absolute adaptation to F1 as quick as you like, personally. But you've got to look at something like the power unit. We've had an absolute help from Mercedes.
Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first in your team?
Right, I think after a question like that, you outstage your welcome, Will. So, door's over there, mate. Use it if you need it.
Well, thanks a lot for inviting us here. It's been fantastic.
Well, here we are back at the facility. So we're just going to run everything through to the end. We've got everything coming in as planned. That is fantastic. So we're going to finish up season number 1. And you will join us at the start of season number 2. As confirmed back, I believe it was Singapore, Roman Grosjean has now retired. So it'll be nice to see you Haas pick up from F2 to try and fill the gap. Or will they go from someone from F2? You never ever know with Haas. But guys, let's get 25 likes on the video. Leave your comments down below as well. Get subscribed as well for more F1 2020 My Team Career Mode, as well as NASCAR Heat 4, Bus Simulator, and whatever we play on Sundays. Although I do believe Bus Simulator's finished now. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you on Friday for the start of Season 2. Oh boy, where are we going to finish next season?